If you've been working so hard on your organic content marketing on any platform out there, be it Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and or TikTok, or maybe you've been avoiding the latter altogether, but for all of your hard work, you're getting little to no results back in terms of the business conversions you need for your business to succeed, well, this video is for you. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place to learn about crafting content that converts content consumers into actual customers. I've got 8 years of experience coaching thousands of students across the world under my belt. And a lot of what I've seen has led me to create this video titled, Why I'm Changing My Content Marketing Strategy. Spoiler alert, my content marketing is bringing me conversions, but then again, I have a brand-based community that I built for years. Nevertheless, I'm wanting to keep my content marketing fresh, so I'm going to give it an update, and I think that regardless of how well your business is doing or not doing, you should join me on this journey too. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get the help that entrepreneurs like you need to succeed with content marketing that drives traffic to your business so that you can do more business. Okay, so reason #1, I don't want to get left behind, and neither do you. Wait. Get left behind by who? Well, it's more of a matter of what, meaning what we as entrepreneurs who are creating content to use to market our businesses with, what we don't want to leave us and our content behind, meaning the algorithms that rule the platforms where we post content to, like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and even TikTok. I'm changing up my content marketing strategy, and so should you, to get those algorithms to like my content even better than they already do. Staying stuck in a time warp isn't helpful when it comes to content marketing on any platform. And we're not Marty McFly from the movie Back to the Future. We don't have access to a specially rigged DeLorean time machine that'll let us go back in time to fix what's already been done, one way or another. So it's important to not stay stuck in a time warp when it comes to your content marketing and make all the right moves now while we still can. So let me give you an example. Not too long ago, Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri came right out and said it. Instagram is no longer a photo sharing app. It's a video sharing app first and foremost. It's official. Things have changed on Instagram. Does it mean that any content that's not, say, an Instagram reel or Instagram TV in nature, it's going to fail on Instagram? No, you can still post Instagram feed posts, carousels, graphics, memes, all of that stuff. And if you optimize it super well, it can still perform well on the Instagram platform. But now that you know that Instagram is trying to stay competitive with YouTube and TikTok so that they're now prioritizing video and not other forms of content, do you want to just ignore the news and the facts and just stay stuck in a time warp, posting photo after photo, graphic after graphic, and ignoring creating, optimizing, and posting video-based content to Instagram because of whatever reason that you could think of? Well, I'm wanting to go with the grains of the digital wood on Instagram instead of working against the grain of its algorithms. So from now on, I'm going to have to lean heavier into creating Instagram Reels, which are currently up to 60 seconds in length, and Instagram TV videos, which are longer than 60 seconds. And I highly recommend that you do too. And what's driving the bus on this big change on Instagram? TikTok. TikTok is the biggest growing platform out there right now and the fastest growing age-based demographic on the platform currently. Women between the ages of, say, 30 to 40 years old. People who are likely to be making money, have disposable income, and are happy to be marketed to via social media. So seriously, Did Instagram have a choice but to roll out Instagram Reels and now just come out and say, hello, we're prioritizing Reels and other video-based content and you should too? That means that the Instagram algorithm will boost your Reels-based content for sure. And the better you are at optimizing content on Instagram, the better you can do too as a result of having that extra boost. I mean, really, I'm going to be doubling down on this trend on the regular, and I'm suggesting you do too. And because TikTok has organic growth like nothing else out there right now, especially for adults who are happy to be marketed to and have the disposable income to be great buyers, hello, I'm going to double down in terms of content marketing on TikTok too. Because, reason number 2, I don't want my audience to go stale. You can like being in videos or not. You certainly don't have to be in them all the time. If you're a products-based business, let's say, they can be the star of the show too, plenty of times. But overall, nearly everyone's audience, no matter who they are, no matter who they're selling to, is preferring short-form video content that has human beings in them and not always just products. And that audience includes gainfully employed adults with disposable income. So let's pretend there's no such thing as an algorithmic unfair advantage on TikTok. There is, but we're pretending here. Let's just say that Instagram isn't, at least for a time, giving nice algorithmic boost and preferential placement on the Explore page to Instagram Reels. They are, but again, we're pretending they aren't. The human beings are digging a new style of content, a fresher format. And if you keep trying to market to them using nothing but photos, graphics, and static imagery and little to no video, well, they're gonna go stale and go elsewhere where they can get the content they want in the format they enjoy. So how do I put this for you to make sure you take action? If you don't embrace Instagram Reels and TikTok at all or more than you've been, if you don't do that, it's kind of like you're marketing using VHS tapes when your audience not only doesn't use those anymore to consume content, they're past Blu-ray and have gone straight up streaming. And you're like, but I publish my VHS content all day long and no one seems to find me. Well, now you've disappointed both the algorithms ruling the platforms you post to and the human beings consuming content on them. What can I say? Stop being VHS and jump ahead to the content marketing that's more fit for today's facts and circumstances. Or you're going to be invisible. You, your brand, your business, its offerings, invisible. And you're going to complain that these platforms are so super saturated that you don't have a real chance to be competitive on them when you do. You've just got to put the VHS mentality, even the Blu-ray version of it, behind you. People are streaming now. They're loving video content now. Most are loving short-form video content like TikToks, Instagram Reels, even YouTube Shorts, if YouTube is a big part of your organic content marketing campaign. So go where your people are, or what people you do have will go stale and go elsewhere, making you and your brand deader than disco, and disco's already had its comeback, and that's over too. Don't be that marketer. Reason number 3, I don't want to go stale. You know, I've been stuck in my patterns. You can identify with this to some degree too, I bet. Well, it's never good to just keep doing the same thing repetitively, because even if it does work, you can burn out, go stale creatively, and so on. And what you want out of life, my friend, typically cannot be found inside of your comfort zone. So you've got to venture out and do something different to keep yourself fresh and challenged in a healthy way too. The master plan. So for me, you might adopt some or all of this yourself, but for me, I'm going to lean heavier into Instagram Reels, posting them to Instagram first, of course, but then also sharing them to my Facebook professional account so that Facebook can suggest those out more too. Doubtlessly, you've seen Facebook make recommendations to you in a shelf on your feed that's reserved just for Reels, something like that. So I want to take advantage of not just keeping my current audience engaged and fresh with my content, but also people who aren't part of my audience yet, but should be. I'm also going to be taking the same footage raw from my camera roll and upload it to TikTok and create a TikTok out of it. we'll see, I may create YouTube shorts from that original footage on my camera roll too, but just like I'd recommend for you, I'm going to take my own advice. Start slow and fold in more content and platforms as your bandwidth will allow for. I'm not going to cover everywhere simultaneously and burn myself out. And you shouldn't either. I'll continue with my near daily YouTube video uploads too, and I'm going to share with you what I learned along the way from doubling down on short form video content marketing. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Let's all grow and evolve together. Now, that's a lot to digest, so I want to hear from you. Are you going to update your organic content marketing strategy for 2022? And if so, how? Comment below. I do read your comments. And if you want more help in terms of distinguishing yourself from the crowd and increasing your trustworthiness in the eyes of your niche, I actually have a freebie for you to pick up called 10 Reasons Why You're Viewed as a Fake Guru and How to Gain Credibility and Customers Instead. And you can pick it up at don'tbeafakeguru.com. The link for you to score that freebie guide is in the show notes or the description down below. There you have it. You now have my answer when it comes to the subject of, why one should update their content marketing strategies. Need more help? Be sure to check out these 2 awesome videos too, because they'll teach you great content marketing strategies that can also help to blow up your business. Enjoy.